job refused to work a minute past 5 p.m. Even if he was mid-sentence, he'd just stop, say, "It's 5," and walk out. My daughter was wearing a frantic mix of patterns because she insisted on dressing herself that morning. She had a tutu, rain boots, and a striped shirt. I thought it was cute. A mom in head-to-toe beige linen approached me. She looked my daughter up and down with genuine disgust and asked, "Oh, is it laundry day, or are you just struggling financially?" I was floored. I told her my daughter dressed herself. She replied, "I would never let my child leave the house looking like a circus act. It reflects poorly on the family brand." Family brand? Who says that? I witnessed a dad at the sandbox lecturing a group of 4-year-olds who were building a castle. One kid knocked a tower over by accident. The dad stepped in and stopped the play. He knelt down and said, "No, no, we don't just play. If you are going to build, you need a permit and a structural plan. Unorganized labor leads to failure." He then turned to the other parents and said, "I'm teaching them about bureaucracy early so they aren't crushed by the real world. The kids just wanted to dig holes, man. Let them dig." Me. I'm the idiot worker. I delivered something one time to a customer who happens to be bald. I then said, "Let me take a picture of it real quick as proof of delivery and then I'll be out of your hair." Fortunately, he had a good sense of humor about it. My toddler threw a tantrum because we had to leave. He was screaming on the ground. A woman stepped over him and said to me, "You know, that behavior is caused by red food dye number 40 and a lack of firm masculine energy in the home. Have you tried grounding his energy with crystals?" I was wrestling a screaming 30-pound octopus. "Unless you have a crystal that turns into a mute button, please go away." My son was playing tag with another boy. They were running around laughing. The other boy's mom came sprinting across the wood chip screaming, "Stop! Stop immediately!" I thought someone was hurt. She grabbed her son by the shoulders and looked at me with pure hatred. We do not play games that simulate hunting or aggression. Tag is a gateway to violent behavior. She then made her son sit on the bench and meditate on peace for 20 minutes while the other kids played. The poor kid just looked longingly at the slide. Not my work, but one time, many years ago, my friend and I went to this place that had you do a survey for $10 each. When we were done, the guy made us wait because he only had a 20. We offered to just take the 20 and split it ourselves, but the guy didn't like that. I thought maybe he was worried one of us would walk off with the 20, and I had some cash on me. So I offered to take the 20 and give my friend $10 right there in front of him. He thought about that for maybe 15 seconds, then said, "No, we're just going to wait for change." Which we did, my friend and I, stifling our laughter the whole time. I brought a store-bought cake to a park birthday party. It was a generic vanilla sheet cake from the grocery store. One mother asked to see the ingredients list. I handed her the box. She read it out loud, emphasizing words like sugar and flour with a trembling voice. "Oh, wow," she said, looking around at the other parents. "I didn't know we were doing chemicals today. I actually baked a gluten-free, sugar-free, joy-free loaf of zucchini bread if anyone wants a safe alternative." Nobody ate her zucchini bread. The grocery store cake was gone in 10 minutes. I'm a nanny, but I look quite young. I was at the park with the 2 kids I watch. A group of moms were chatting nearby, and I tried to join in to be polite. They were nice enough until one asked, "So what does your husband do?" I explained, "Oh, I'm actually their nanny." The temperature dropped instantly. They literally turned their backs to me and closed the circle. I heard one whisper, "Why do they always try to talk to us? It's not like we have anything in common." I was drinking a coffee from a mainstream chain, think Green Mermaid logo, while watching my kids. A woman sat next to me with a glass jar of green sludge. She pointed at my cup. "You know, the microplastics in that cup leached into the coffee the second the heat hit it. You're basically drinking pure cancer." I just stared at her and took a long sip. She shuddered. "I honestly don't know how you people survive past 40 with those lifestyle choices. I only drink filtered alkaline water from glass." My daughter is very tall for her age. She's 5 but looks 7. She was crying because she scraped her knee. A dad walked over and said, "Ideally, she should learn to self-soothe by now. A child of her size shouldn't be making a scene over a minor injury. It's embarrassing." I told him she's only 5. He didn't believe me. Impossible. My son is 5 and he's in the 99th percentile and he is much smaller. You must be misremembering her birth year. Yes, because I forgot when I gave birth. I work night shifts, so sometimes I look a bit tired at the morning playground run. I was wearing sweatpants and a hoodie. A woman in full designer athletic wear that clearly had never seen the gym approached me. Are you the grandmother? I'm 28. I said, no, I'm the mom. She made a face like she smelled sour milk. Oh, brave. I just assumed, well, you look so worn out. I have a fantastic esthetician who does wonders for premature aging caused by stress. I gave my toddler a pouch of applesauce, the kind you squeeze. A mom swooped in. Oh, pouches? We don't do pouches. They hinder the development of the jaw muscles and lead to a weak chin structure. I prefer my children to chew raw root vegetables to strengthen their facial alignment. She then handed her 2-year-old a raw parsnip. The kid threw it at a pigeon immediately. A waitress where I worked put in an order for fish sticks. I flagged her down as we didn't serve fish sticks. Her. The fish sticks with cheese. Me. We don't have fish sticks with cheese. Her. No, there's no fish in them. Just cheese. Mozzarella sticks. She was trying to order mozzarella sticks and had never learned the difference. My son has a speech delay and goes to therapy for it. He communicates really well with sign language and a few words. A mom heard him making some noises and asked how old he was. When I said 3, she gasped. Oh my. My Braden was speaking in full paragraphs at 18 months. Have you tried reading to him? You really should read to your children. I explained we read every night. She smiled condescendingly and said, well, maybe try harder books. Simple books create simple minds. I have tattoos on my arms. Not offensive ones, just flowers and birds. A mom pulled her child away from mine on the jungle gym. I heard the kid ask why they had to leave. The mom said loudly enough for me to hear, we don't play with people who desecrate their bodies with ink, sweetie. It shows a lack of long-term impulse control, and we don't want that rubbing off on you. We were at a park that has a splash pad. My kids were running around in their underwear because we forgot swimsuits. A mom came up to me with a towel. Please cover them. It's indecent. There are people here trying to enjoy a civilized afternoon, and your children look like feral animals. It was 95 degrees out. All the kids were running around half naked. I told her to look away. She called the park ranger on me. The ranger just waved at us. I was helping my daughter climb a ladder. I said, good job, you're so smart. A dad nearby corrected me. Actually, you should praise the effort, not the intelligence. By calling her smart, you're creating a fixed mindset. When she fails calculus in high school, it will be your fault because you told her she was smart on a ladder. I just wanted her to get up the slide, dude. I'm not writing her college thesis.